Hey, how's it going? Jeff Cavalier back for, yes, another video blog. And I can't believe it's already here. You know, the time is going so fast since last week, since the last time we posted. And it comes fast because there's a lot of stuff going on here at Major League Insider Training. If you haven't already heard, I'm sure you've already heard, but you got to go over to loadtoexplode.com. That is, again, an exciting new program that I teamed up with Paul Reddick from the 90 Mile Per Hour Club to bring to you guys. It's being launched Friday, I believe at 1 o'clock. You're not going to want to miss out. You're going to want to act quick because I think we're only giving away 200 spots. Paul's been in charge of how many we're giving out, and I believe he said 200, and once they're gone, they're gone. But I want you guys to make sure that the people that follow me and have watched me, I want all you guys to jump on that opportunity, okay? Make sure you get in there. Secondly, I want to congratulate everybody that acted and wrote all their emails into me to apply for the 10 in-person 2-day workshop with me. It really was, I don't think I was prepared for the response that I got, but I'm happy and I'm really excited to say that it was an overwhelming response. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm limited in time. I had to choose 10. You know, it was sort of an application process, and we chose 10. However, I will be doing this again. I just don't know when. It's looking like September or October. So what I want you to do, anybody that has not gotten in on the 2-day workshops, write to questions@MajorLeagueInsiderTraining.com and put your name in. You want to secure your spot on the waiting list. I already have a waiting list that's been building since last week. Again, those last 3 spots sold out within an hour and a half of the blog that was posted last week. But I've been accumulating a waiting list. Get your name on there and we're readdressing it again. I promise you I'm going to try to do this again, possibly sooner than September, but right now the schedule doesn't look like that's possible. But I will do my best, guys, I promise. So let's move on to this week's question, Ask the Expert question. And I know I've been dissing the hitters a little bit. You know, guys, I am a big supporter of the hitters and the pitchers. This is a complete game of baseball. However, last couple of weeks I've had some questions dealing with pitching specific things. This week, we're going to talk to the hitters. And here's what we did. I selected a question this week from Jake Morton from San Diego, California. Jake wrote to me, he says, "Hey Jeff, I have to say the stuff you keep putting out is killer," which, thank you, Jake. "I can't wait till Friday for Load to Explode. Speaking of loading, I'm the top power hitter on my high school team. However, I still feel like I'm not taking full advantage of how far and hard I can hit a baseball because I tend to swing with my arms. Any advice for me?" That's an awesome question, Jake. And as far as the Load to Explode, that stuff ties right into what we're talking about. You, as a hitter or pitcher, must be able to tap into your natural power stores and able to hit as hard as you can, throw with as maximum velocity, and that's what the entire Load to Explode program is about. People tend to focus too much on bat at contact and arm release, the arm action throwing the baseball. But that's really not where the power is generated. The power is generated from other places. The power is generated from down here, everything that's going on down here, from the ground all the way up to your hips. All right, so what Jake is referring to here is he's saying he has a hard time staying back. And again, if you can't stay back and you drift forward as you swing, if you're drifting here, you've lost all your power. You never sufficiently, he might even have loaded, although I'm guessing with a high rate of accuracy here, I think, that he never loaded properly. But even if he did load and he's letting it go too soon, he's not going to have any power by the time he needs to hit the ball. So one exercise that I think is one of the greatest exercises for teaching you how to stay back on the ball and actually hit with some power is called the Bosu toe tap. Way back when Paul and I got together and we talked about the Major League Insider Training Manual, we had said that this was one of the greatest exercises, and this is one of the ones that I showed to Carlos Beltran how to do this back in 2006. And like a proud father, every single night I would see him come in 5 minutes before the game and go through as a switch hitter. Again, he's a switch hitter. He would go through right side and left side. He'd go through 2 sets of each one. I think it's a great testament to a guy that has such a strong work ethic, but it's also a testament to the power of this exercise that guy would wind up doing this exercise. So here's what we do. We take a Bosu here, which is named that for both sides up. It's got a dome side here, a flat side here, a dome side here. Here's what you want to do. get up on top of the BOSU, and what you want to do is work on getting into your stance. So your hands are back, right? Slight toe tap down. I'm kissing the ground is like what I like to call it, with my toe. Just kissing the ground. All right? Now, if I have the back of my hands, I can again stay back. Hands stay back. Stay back. By this time, guys, you may not see it on my face, but my right hip and butt and glute is lit on fire, and I can barely continue to do these exercises. I feel it right here in my quad as well. But what it's doing is keeping me back. It's driving my glutes into action. It's keeping my hips here for stability. And really, it is actually making me tired. I can't even talk anymore. It's a hard exercise, but it's one that you want to make sure you're doing. If you're a switch hitter, you jump around the other side as well. But just a couple sets of these, and you'll see, the reason why he did it before a game is he felt like it helped him groove him to then go out without the BOSU and then stay back here and then be able to explode off this hip. And you'll see all that in Load to Explode and much more as we break down every single phase of the hitting sequence. But that's a key exercise. All right, so Jake, I hope that helps you. And I want to go over one last thing again. First of all, Jake, you're going to get your free copy of the DVD for hitters for Load to Explode. That's coming out again Friday, so you'll be receiving your copy very soon. Lastly, again, guys, there's a new channel that I'm going to start posting all these blogs to. It'll be MVP Workouts. MVP Workouts. That's the channel name over on YouTube. So we're going to try to start switching. I know a lot of you guys have been interested in ATHLEAN-X as well, and that channel as well, but I'm going to try to separate that a little bit and have the ATHLEAN-X over here and the MVP Workouts over here, just so I can gear my messages as accurately as I can towards you guys. So anyway, thanks again for having me, welcoming me here into your house by doing this video blog version. I like doing it this way. I'm going to continue to do it this way. And don't forget, questions at MajorLeagueInsiderTraining.com to reserve your spot. Get yourself on the waiting list. Reserve your spot for the next time I do the 2-day intensive workshops. The other 10 guys, all I can say is you better get ready, because it's going to be some grueling work for over 16 hours over 2 days. So thanks, guys. I'll be back here again next week. See you.